Alright, welcome to turn 1 of our 7-player middle-age saga of Dominions 4. So, at the beginning of each episode, I'm going to try to go over all of our messages here. And so, in the beginning, there was chaos. Out of the chaos rose worlds populated with multitudes of beings. And then, from chaos came order, and with order came peace, and the creatures of the worlds flourished. The age of chaos had ended. Now the wheel has turned once again. The supreme god has suddenly disappeared, so the dancer, who was the god of Pangea, has disappeared. And now the time for beings of great power and ambition will test their strength, and the Ascension Wars have begun. And so here we go. Alright, this is where we started. Not bad. Not bad. We're right next to some water. And I think, yeah, in our first Dominion point, usually you'll start with 1 point of Dominion in an adjacent province. It started here in water, so I'm probably going to make my first expansion a blind expansion into the water with my Pretender. And the next thing I think I'm going to do is, I've thought about this, whether I want to make this guy here, my starting guy, the prophet or not, or whether I want to recruit somebody and make them a prophet. So, like, for example, one of my Vanadrots or something like that. I can't even afford this Vanadrot, though. It's 420, and I only start with 400. And, yeah, I've been torn about what to do there. But I think what I'm going to do is I will go ahead and make this first guy my prophet. So, yeah. It's tempting to do it with a Van Hers, but I think I'm going to use my Van Herses as just regular squad leaders. Like, I'll give like 10 knights to, what are they called, 10 vans to my Van Herses and let them cast Bless, and I'll keep my Hearse. I don't know what I'm going to do with them still. We'll see. And these are the Fey Boars, which I talked about, which give a supply bonus, so that's nice. In facing Ermor, I have no idea who I'm up against, and I'm going to start out building vans. I don't think I want to do the Van Jarl. Yeah, I don't think I want to do a Van Jarl. I need to get the Dwarven Smiths out quickly, but first, I could just go with the Vans. I could start with a Dwarven Smith. He's going to take 2 turns to get out. He does 11 research. The Van Jarl does 11 research as well, but costs a lot more, doesn't he? Yeah, he costs a bit more. Yeah, let's go ahead and get the Dwarven Smith out. So I'll make him my first recruit instead of the Van Hers, and then we'll go with some vans. Okay, that's as many vans as we can get. And so we have how many resources? 31. We have more gold than resources, so we want to go with who's going to be more expensive. We could get we could get 2 skin shifters. Seems a bit expensive. We could get 2 skin shifters, or we could get I guess we can only get 2 of them. So I don't know. Resources are the problem here, aren't they? Yeah. Or we could just save our money, Protection 5, hit points 13, defense skills not great. Yeah, I don't know there how I feel about using these guys to start off with. I could just save my money, We're going to go with the regular spear Huskarls, though, okay? So we're going to have 30 gold left over. I'll go ahead and pop in 1 more of them. And then the next turn, we'll be able to recruit a lot more. Actually, I'm tempted to go even further and just get some normal troops to do an early expansion with this guy's army. But no, we'll go ahead and stick with getting a few a few vans out, and then we'll have my dwarf researching and etc. We'll go ahead and I'm going to just have him attack this province so we get a look at what's in here. The throne, this is iffy. I think this throne belongs to this province here and not this province. I think if the throne were in this province, it would be popping up here. I do wish that the graphics were a little bit more clear on that. So, like, yeah, look. it's typically positioned here. So yeah, the throne here is in this province. It's not in this one. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and have my scout. Maybe I'll just have my scout move. We'll just sneak in there and take a look, okay? Well, that's it. That's basically turn 1. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the other stuff that's going on. I'm going to try to limit my turns to 1 per episode. So these very early episodes are going to be a little bit slow-paced, perhaps, and statistics, yeah, and short. So, yeah, score graphs. We can't see anybody here. Score graphs are off until somebody casts Akashic Knowledge. Nation overview. Obviously, I don't own anything, so let's see. Hall of Fame. We don't have anybody in the Hall of Fame yet. Not even neutral ones. And Pretenders of the World. So we have the Lich King for Ermor. Daz Tactic of the Grail. We have Battle Moose for those about to rock. So I haven't seen any of these. I haven't seen any of these names yet. Tuzeg, the Champion of the Wilds. Fafnir, which is me, and Tortuga-san. That should be like Tortuga-sama, or like this is a very humble Oni. Anyway, although it's not humble to refer to yourself with the san, like you would never do that. But anyway. Then the Thrones of Ascension. So this is the other thing that's going to be interesting. So we have the Throne of the First Age. Increases magic, spreads dominion. Okay, that's kind of... Oh, the Throne of Splendor. This will be good. Blessed Troops gain awe. Oh, man. This is going to be a sweet one to get. Man. Oh, I love this throne. Like, getting your Blessed Troops to have awe. That is so... Forgive the pun. Awesome. Anyway. Throne of the Second Age. Blessed Troops get Strength +1. That's pretty cool. The Throne of Fortune, 2 Astral per turn. Dominion gets Luck +1. That's nice. These are good, man. I'm looking forward to taking some of these. Let's see. The Iron Throne produces 100 resources. Now, resources? How is that going to work? That's only going to work for the provinces that are next to it, right? Like, having that throne and not having like a fortress adjacent or on it, it means it's going to be, correct me if I'm wrong, it's going to be irrelevant. Because yeah, resources don't get transported anywhere other than to the nearby fortress. So Adept of the Iron Order, I don't know what that unit is. Throne of Fire, awesome. So Adepts of Puriphlegaton. So anyway, attack skill +3 is also pretty awesome. So yeah, this will give access to fire magic, which is cool. The Throne of Water, I should say. Hydromancer gives access to water units. And more Blessed Troop bonuses. So yeah, it's going to be good to have Blessed Troops in this game. That's the one thing about having all these... well, actually, yeah, all these level 2 thrones. Let's see, Throne of Winter. Dominion gets Cold +1. Produces 1 water and Mage of Winter. Cool, cool. So, let's see. Throne of Law spreads Dominion. Dominion gets Order +1. The Throne of War. Blessed Troops gain Attack +1. Morale +1. Spreads Dominion. That's pretty cool. Brass Throne. All of these are really cool. Extra gold per turn is really nice. I love the Brass Throne as a level 1. Let's see. The Lower Throne. Blood Slaves. Okay, cool. And the Throne of Flames. So Blessed Troops, Fire Resistance, and 2... Man, this is good. We rolled pretty good on these thrones as far as, like, I mean, I should say we, the living nations, as opposed to the death nations. There's no, like, Throne of Death, Throne of Disease, all that stuff. I mean, I would like the Throne of Bones because it gives Undying, which is pretty cool. But, or any throne that gave, like, regeneration to your Blessed Troops, that would have been sweet. But this is a good roll. Like, yeah. The thrones that give, like, disease and stuff, that, or gives your Dominion death, it's like, oh, God. You know, it's like you don't even want to claim those. So, I mean, you do, but it's you feel bad doing it because it's like making your Dominion worse. Anyway, that's it for this turn. Let's just go ahead and take a look. Profit, yeah, blind expansion. Hopefully we'll be fine. Let's go ahead and take a look at how I've position my Pretender. I think I want to put him up here so he'll just get to the front troops as quickly as possible. And depending on what this province looks like, I could have him expand onto land and take this. Because the land provinces that are adjacent to me are going to be more important, because that are going to actually boost my capital's resources, but these water provinces, not so much. But again, I'm not sure how sailing works yet either, so I don't know if you have to control the water province to be able to sail across it, or if you can sail across neutral provinces. That's something I'm going to discover on my own. And yeah, I look forward to that, and I'm going to send a message to the rest of the players, and I'll join you once I get that composed. To all who mourn the loss of our Pantocrator, it is with great sadness and solemnity that we, the humble Vanir, accept responsibility for the thrones of ascension that have been vacated so irresponsibly. Rest assured, once Fafnir, our god, the one true god, ascends, that he will never abandon you the way our predecessor has. Our ancestors, the ruler of Helheim, warned that such power was ill-suited to the pagan beings of the woods. But this is not the time for speaking the words, "We toldest thou so." Instead, it is a time for order, for peace, for everyone to come together under Fafnir's rule. Nay, trouble yourselves not with the thrones of ascension, but leave them in our capable hands. Attend to your own people, and we will attend to you. And thus we begin. Alright, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next episode for Turn 2. Until then, bye-bye.
Okay, here we